Journal entry, 1763. 3 of the men were killed by scurvy last week. We had to throw people overboard. And Ellie, the ship's doctor, is writing in her journal with a pencil and a paper. Metley, what are you doing?
I didn't even know we were doing another one.
I know, I was trying to catch you by surprise.
Thanks, it worked.
So you'd say something dumb, but you didn't. You just were writing away like Paul Bettany in Master and Commander.
Well, yeah, I thought I'd put down some questions that you could ask these guys that you're going to do a podcast with.
Oh, Wild Berries.
Yeah.
What are they called?
It's this band that a group of Sasquatch have joined. It's called
If you
the
keep
Wild
mentioning
Berries.
Sasquatch and stuff, people are going to think we're crazy.
What about Sasquatch?
What about him?
Exactly.
He's the caretaker of the
you
forest.
jump into conclusions, dude.
Well, I jump to my phone and turn off the sound so we don't ruin the show.
Yeah,
Keep
because your
talking.
phone constantly beeps all the time.
What we're doing with it.
So we're on the next 2 minutes of Terminator. I apologise, Ethan's a little distracted by his phone. So we start with Kyle and Sarah, and they are building bombs.
Stop. No. Hang on. Right. Start again. Hang on, let me just check. We're actually on episode 39, and it's minutes 78 to 80. So we're 1 hour 18 minutes in to 1 hour 20 minutes in. And it begins with Carl giving Sarah a gun. No, that's a lie. It's that's the last episode. It's them in the hotel, basically. And Sarah moves over to Kyle, who's looking out of the window of the motel.
No, that's the next part. They build the bombs first, because they haven't fucked yet.
Should we start again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey!
I'm Ethan McKinley.
And I'm Ellie Fitzgerald. We haven't done that in a while.
And this is
Do 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 do.
the 2-minute Terminator.
Do, do, do,
Come
do.
on, go!
Do 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 do.
You have to go now. You have to go now, John.
There's only so many times you can do that.
I know. Kind of getting good at it though. Go,
Really?
John. Come on, go.
You need to say something different though. You need to add more to your resume.
Hi.
Hi. Bye.
I've made a fortune in
I'm a
7
guy
careers.
and I'm high.
I'm from Graz in Austria. Nah, I'm losing it.
Yeah. So, what minute are we on now?
We are on minute 78 to
An
80.
episode.
So we're 1 hour 18 minutes into the film, and we end at 1 hour 20 minutes. So we're going to do a 2 minutes bridging between those 2 minutes, essentially. It's episode 39 of the 2-minute Terminator. Hitteth the music, meine Herr. Oh, German and Shakespeare. Messed that one up.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
I'll be back.
So learned.
So, the bomb building scene.
They're building a bomb. Would you trust a chick to build a bomb when she'd never made a bomb before?
Ellie, I wouldn't trust a woman with anything. And the reason I can say that is because we've got no female listeners and you hate women.
I know.
So, see how that like
How can I
whimsically
hate?
just
How
played
can
off
I
our
hate
lips?
women? My mum's one.
The forest bride,
The forest. Oh god.
covered in mud and pine needles.
I called my mum a forest bride when she was running up the stairs the other day, and she went, "Oh, what's a forest bride?" And I told her, and she was really pissed off of me.
If no one out there knows what a forest bride is,
Then you suck.
in Bigfoot lore, a forest bride essentially is a woman that's been taken by a hungry or horny Sasquatch.
That'd be a new Liam Neeson film to do.
Oh, yes, taken by Sasquatch. We found a new way in for the franchise.
Oh my god, that's
Liam Neeson's
amazing.
quite tall.
Will someone please stop taking my berries?
I have a certain set of skills. I can whittle a bow in 5 minutes.
I can
and
throw
kill you.
pine cones.
I can kidnap a logger.
Or a small boy. I can fold clothes neatly.
Taken 2, Sasquatch Boogaloo.
Clutching at straws. Building bombs.
Yes. So they're making pipe bombs with Sarah Connor, and you said, would you trust a fresh candidate to start making a bomb?
A young girl. A young girl.
If you were Kyle, would you trust me to build a bomb? Because I
No.
couldn't work out how to build a fucking website 3 months ago.
Dude, you didn't even know how to use your fucking soundboard. Oh, come on.
It's quite simple though. If anyone's out there thinking of doing a podcast, you don't need to do it the way I've done it. But I've spent stupid amounts of money, which is actually, you know what? It's not stupid amounts of money.
You are a perfectionist, though.
No,
so you wanted to get all the best gear.
Well,
I commend that.
Well, it's a nice, clear sound. It sounds professional.
Plus, it's a commitment. When you spend that amount of money on something, you've got to make it fucking good and work, because otherwise you just...
Oh yeah, I'm into this now. This can't fail.
Yeah.
It kind of has though.
Oh, not at all.
Spaldner,
It's
Josh,
getting more and more popular by the
Floyd
day.
Malloy are over 3 listeners.
I'm loving it. I don't
Actually,
care.
weirdly, no, that's a tell a lie. We've got 2 black listeners. How weird is that?
Have we?
Yeah.
That was probably Fats.
Fats
pulling in.
Domino. No, he's dead. He's a singer from the 40s.
No, who's the black guy? Is it Chino? No.
Chino Remo Williams on Armed and Dangerous.
No,
Fred Ward,
the
1984.
fucking the black
86.
homeless guy.
What?
The black homeless guy in the beginning of Terminator. The
Hey, buddy.
No, not him. Come on, you did a whole bit. He's like an extra.
Oh, Chino Fats Williams.
Chino Fats Williams. And you look at me
No.
going Chino Fats like I'm a fucking...
Oh no, he's from Weird Science and stuff.
Yeah.
No. Well, look like a valley. That's his line from Roadhouse.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know he was in that, did you?
Yeah.
Patrick
He
Swayze
drives...
just throws his keys at him. He goes, huh? He
Yeah, I
goes,
know.
"Keep it."
He's in the van, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the man that drives the garbage truck in
Because
Terminator.
when you showed it to me, you were like, oh my god, this guy. Do you know who he is?
He plays Fats in Weird Science,
He does.
and he's in a couple of other things. But no, not him. He sadly passed away, I think, in 2001.
God bless his soulful
But I
soul.
think his son's an Olympian.
Oh.
We should know this because we did an entire episode on him, which was episode 8.
Yeah, you went in
Episode 3.
on Chino Fats Williams.
Well, I think originally when we started the show, it was filled with facts and stuff, but now, now we're into it.
I try.
The
Okay.
honeymoon period's over. But it's only just beginning for Kyle and Sarah.
I know.
So yeah, building pipe bombs.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Bombs are in the air. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, so when he brought back his bag of groceries, I don't remember seeing him bringing back any kind of like metal piping.
No.
Do you reckon he nicked that off like the cars that are parked outside?
No, he must have gone to a DIY store and he's just taken some regular, it's lead piping that you'd use in plumbing back in the day or something.
Where's he got the money from? He hasn't robbed anyone as of yet.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
For someone who
Can
picked
I
up
help
on
you
the
at all?
for someone who picked up on the mom being transported to a cabin under Sarah's orders and then being killed by the Terminator who impersonates
Yeah,
her
but that was
voice.
actually featured. We haven't seen him rob
Wasn't
anyone.
Yeah, no, but she goes, we need some money to go in this hotel.
I know,
He
know.
goes, Is
And
this
then he
enough? And he's
pulls
got
out-
like a tennis ball sized wad of notes, which he
and
must
she
have stolen
says,
from the truck they're in, right? That's what I thought. He just nicked it off the truck
who
driver.
stashes money in a truck?
Truck drivers.
Probably when they're in the truck. Truck drivers.
Well, if I'd said like Peruvian
We've got
Indians,
truck drivers and bramble pickers. And we're back to Sasquatch again. I digress. Okay, so they're building bombs. We're now in the bedroom. Once again, Kyle isn't sleeping. He's always keeping watch. He's a good soldier.
well, it's almost
Sarah still doesn't get any sleep.
it's almost an echo or a tone poem, as George Lucas would bloody say, because everything in the Star Wars prequel is like it's a tone poem. That's why there's like a repeat of the same situation, like echoing through time. Yeah, George, just lazy writing. Carl's looking out the motel window, not dissimilar from the way the Terminator is looking out of the abandoned gas station window with his gun in his shoulder. She goes, in an insane world, it was a sanest choice. A machine that would never beat him, that would always be there for him, would never get drunk and try to fuck him, or whatever the lines are. I don't know.
He was a gay Terminator.
Like a real dad.
Sent back in time to protect him, but instead terminated his ass.
We should post that on the Facebook page. We've never done that, have we?
It is amazing. I think it was originally E-Baum's World. Whatever happened to that? That was great.
That was back in the MySpace days. Actually, predating that, I reckon.
I think it was, yeah. I think it's probably one of the
Like
funniest, one of the
rotten.com.
first funny. Oh, rotten.com. Whatever happened to that?
They never updated
You'd
it.
see pictures of there was this one particular one that was my favourite, and it was this guy who'd had the top, the front layer of his face peeled off by a helicopter blade Oh man, it was
This
so
is a girl
fucking
telling you
amazing.
this, listeners. Imagine a chick telling you this. How many chicks what go to rotten.com?
Oh, it's awesome.
What's the other one? E-fucked.
E-fucked. Did you ever go on snuffx.com?
No, what's that?
Oh man, that was probably the darkest one I've ever seen. The weirdest video I ever saw, ever. I'm really sorry if this upsets anyone. We all have grandmothers out there and they do bad things. So it's this really sweet old lady and she sat on this bed and it kind of reminded me of my grandparents' caravan that we used to go to every summer in Wales. It's fucking ridiculous. Not that story. And she sat on this bed and it's those fucking terrible old like 60s floral print bed sheets and she sat there looking all like demure and coy and she's smiling at the camera and the next minute she opens her legs, she pulls out this tampon,
right,
and then she fucking sucks it clean. It's so fucking and she's just got this smile on her face the whole time and I was like, you're someone's gran. That is so fucking
why she didn't
wrong.
have any children?
It doesn't matter.
She
knows people. People know.
People know people.
And I think it's actually on snuffx.com where I first ever saw my Japanese girls vomiting into each other's mouths.
Right.
And then one of them, she's like lying in this bath, and
Is that Tub Girl?
And her no, not Tub Girl. Not quite as epic as Tub Girl. I wonder if she's still alive.
Yeah, of course she is.
Would she not have died of like poisoning?
No, not at all.
Well, that's what shit is.
Yeah, but I think...
Drink enough of that and you're dead.
If you're shitting lava well, for anyone that needs to know, it's what's she doing? She's upside down in a bath.
She's like...
Bath.
Squirting...
Liquid shit into her own face.
Into her own face and prolapsing at the same time.
It's Olympian.
I've seen something like... It's like some kind
Bestscore.com, that was another good one.
Oh, I've not been on Best Score.
Yeah. That's kind of been
Snuffx also had like beheadings on and
Leak.
stuff like that.
Live Leak usually has like, war atrocities and stuff on. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love those websites. Anyway, so we're now in the bedroom.
Yeah, Sarah's lying in a bed. Carl's looking out the window, like keeping this like eternal visual, like some futuristic sentinel.
He's topless.
He's topless.
Flexing his guns.
Flexing his pecs.
Showing his scars.
Now, Sarah is
he's also showing that he's a sensitive man. Oh, yeah.
Because she's like lying in the bed. She's like, oh.
You're good at reading women, Ethan.
Oh, dude.
Come on, talk to us. Give us the lowdown. What's she doing?
Before we started recording, you called it immediately. She was like, she goes and sits on the seat behind him. She kind of puts her arms down in between her legs. She's all like hunched over, looking all like
playing the victim.
And then she's like, what are the women like in the future? And they always do that thing girls do. Because, like, no one, any sane person would never ask this if they like you. But you get this sometimes from people. They go, have you got a girlfriend? As if to say, like...
That matters.
That would matter to you because you've clearly got an agenda.
Yeah, definitely. Usually it's hotter if they do have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Exactly. In fact, isn't a girl with a boyfriend looking for adventure versus a girl who's single, therefore being picky because it's more fun for them to turn you down than say yes?
Depends on your sexual appetite, really.
Mm.
You might just be a slut.
No, it's not that. Well, she's like, look, she's looking at his lips and stuff. She's staring at him.
She's pulling the whole kind of like puppy dog eyes, like.
And she's pursing her lips.
Put it in me.
Can you imagine if it shot this a different way and it was like less romantic and poetic and like...
And she was like a dominatrix and she beat the shit out of him.
No, it was just like this...
Put the pipe bomb off his ass.
Really ugly, rough sex scene where she's just getting choked out and smashed into oblivion. He's going... Or because he's from the future and they never have time for sex, he's not really ever done it before, so he just goes, on her leg. And she's
on
like,
her leg?
Yeah.
So she just bends her leg and he just pushes his penis into the crease.
He does the Forrest Gump thing. She puts his hand in inside the top and he goes, like Forrest Gump.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it'd be really awkward. And she's like, oh, I'd rather be killed by the Terminator.
But generally sex scenes are like that in movies, aren't they? They try and make it all romantic and like beautiful and like all sweat and hair and stuff like that.
What's the most realistic movie sex scene you've seen?
Probably...
You can't say Terminator.
No.
Can't say Terminator.
I saw this movie once.
You can't say Terminator 2.
Called 9 Songs. And it's kind of like this
weird...
No,
that's actual sex, though.
Well, that's what you said.
No, all right. But yeah, but that's kind of like done in a shitty, arty way.
That's bullshit, but carry on.
No, if anyone wants to know, 9 Songs is a 2006 Michael Winterbottom film. And he's done things like... that was that thing with Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon in. Oh,
you're asking the wrong person, dude.
And we can't even bloody... go on the internet because the signal's so weak and we're actually uploading tonight's episode as we speak.
I know.
This-
We're working hard.
We're recording tomorrow's episode now.
No.
So if you're listening to this now, you're probably getting tomorrow's episode popping up on your SoundCloud or iTunes now. No, it's 9 songs. Margot Stilly is the girl who's like an ex-model who I've seen weirdly at loads of events. By the way, that's not me sounding cool. I'm actually working at the events, but usually carrying a tray.
Yeah, he's a fucking waiter monkey.
I actually, you know who I am? I'm Project Mayhem when they all pretend to be waiters and they're like burning stately homes down and like.
No, you're a mixologist, aren't you?
No, I'm a bartender.
You're not Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
No, he was good at bartending. And I had fairly symmetrical features.
Yeah, but he's also a fucking Scientologist. But then again, you'll probably
Sure
get
am I.
there. You've got a couple of years left in you, and then you're going to go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 songs. This is a Michael Winterbottom film, and it's kind of like it's set. Every sex scene begins or ends with one of those songs, and it's kind of like an art film, and there's actual like sex in it. And it was the first, I think, British film to show penetration and an erect penis.
I don't think it was that. I think it was the first one to actually show Connie Lingus, and I hate that word. Just eating a chick out.
Sounds like that Irish airline, Aer Lingus. Come fly with Connie Lingus. Tea, coffee, or la 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 la.
That's okay. So I can't have 9 songs.
Well, I think that's just a bit gross in a sense. 'Cause it's just like, I don't know. There's no. It's the same way when they make an action figure.
All right, my next favourite. But no, it's not even a sex scene.
You all know this, action figures. Sometimes cause you collect action figures as well. Sometimes when the sculpt's really good, that's fine. But also sometimes they capture the essence of the character as well as the sculpting of the character.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like it. I think movie sex scenes like that. Okay, yeah, you've got real sex in 9 songs, but it's very kind of like boring and dull, and it's not like. Whew,
Most people's sex lives are boring and dull.
They are, but not our listeners.
Yeah, they just have sex with themselves. What?
All right, so what one then? Let's ask a woman's opinion on a realistic and good sex scene. Not realistic in the sense like, yeah, you see a willy going in a poo hole or a vajayjay.
And you wonder why you were a late starter. Okay, favourite sex scene? Shit. I'm really racking my brains now. I don't know. Dude, I'm trying. Fuck.
The single men of America are listening with.
Weirdly
bated breath.
enough, a scene that I really like, that really
You should have crashed
gets me
3
going,
RVs by now.
that really gets me going. You don't actually see any sex in. That's the window scene in Fright Night. There's no sex going on, but that's insanely sexy. That's so hot. And the bit where he's got Amy and he's biting her and you see all the blood dripping down her back.
Show me how much you love me. Kill them, both of them. My teeth are too big for my face.
You look like what's his face in
Welcome
The Godfather
to
when he's got the mothballs in his
No.
mouth.
For real.
For real.
How long have you been a spy?
That's
Harry?
really sexy. That's really, really hot.
I think that's more to do with the score, though.
I think it's all combined.
The
but
voyeuristic young boy watching the vampire seducing that woman in the window through the
and
net
she's
curtains.
totally looking at the young boy. That's so hot.
Well, I don't think she can see him.
No, she can.
No, she's
She's performing.
No, she can't. She's just looking out the window. I think they shouldn't have had to look directly into the camera because that makes you think that, but she wouldn't be able to see it because he notices because he's a vampire and he can see through the dark and stuff, so he knows he's being watched. That's the whole point of that scene, isn't it? That's when he gets busted.
So amazing.
Good movie.
Bradford Dow.
Best vampire film ever?
Ever. It's one of my favourite movies ever.
Movies, not just vampire movies.
Just movies.
Whoa.
Fright Night and Labyrinth.
And you only saw Fright Night about 4 months ago, didn't you?
Oh, it's longer than that now. It was last year at some point. It's fucking incredible. Literally changed.
And it was on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. I was like, oh, this looks cool. This is a cool like movie poster. Fright Night. I'll check this out. And then like after I'd seen it, I was like, oh my god, Ethan, how have you never told me about this movie? Oh, I have told you about this movie.
I'm pretty sure I sent you a link to that on Putlocker back in the day.
I don't remember Fright Night.
Yeah.
You've sent me a lot of stuff, granted, and you've showed me a lot of cool movies.
I think I did. Sorry about that, listeners. If you weren't here,
he's trying to pretend to.
No, I was just testing if I looked at the machine. Then I'd like my life flashed before my eyes. I was like,
what's your favourite sex scene in a movie?
The Basic Instinct ones are quite good.
Oh yeah, they're quite like evil and
Frenetic.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
word. You haven't used that one in this podcast yet. That's it though.
The Jane March one, The Lover.
Not seen that.
That's quite frenetic. Oh, you'd like that.
Why?
It's just up your street.
Do you think there should have been a sex
It's
scene?
up your alley.
Up your strata. Do you think there should have been a sex scene in Leon?
There kind of is, isn't there, in a sense?
Yeah, but like...
Sorry, to anyone listening outside of the UK or Europe, it's The Professional with Jean Reno and Natalie Portman in a feature film debut, 1994. Directed by Luc Besson.
I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to.
And
I
made
find
by-
that whole dynamic incredibly hot.
Made by Columbia Pictures
It's a really good movie.
with Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman has to be one of my favourite actors. He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I really liked him in Dracula, actually.
Dracula.
With Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves.
Don't think his accent.
He's so hot.
Children of the Night.
He's so hot. That's a good vampire movie, but no, still Fright Night for
With
me.
his Mr. Burns outfit on.
Oh, he looks incredible. He could wear whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I didn't really like that vampire film.
Did you not? Oh, I really liked it.
No, I like
Sadie Frost in that movie. She was so fit.
Yeah.
That bit when she's on like the fucking stone altar and her tits are spilling out and she's got, oh yeah, no, that's really
They're
hot.
trying to nail her, literally. So anyway, in this scene, bringing it back to the lovely directed film.
They're not actually fucking yet. She's just
this scene,
slowly.
She's just kind of working away in with Kyle. Having said
She's
that,
grooming him this time.
oh totally.
She's like, what are the women like? They're good fighters. That's not what I mean.
He does. I don't
Is
think
there
he realizes
someone
it, does he?
special? No, well, he is a military man, and he's got a fucking target.
Tunnel
He's got something to do. He's focused. He's on point.
So do you think he's like this innocent boy in a sense?
No, he's not innocent. Look at him. He thinks it. He's thinking it when they're in the tunnel, and she's like, "What's my son like?" And he goes, "It just takes me back to when you did that southern accent. He has your eyes,
Nice features.
features. He's got your features."
But how am I to know? I don't want to. It was like a Tennessee Williams play when you were doing
I know.
it.
I really enjoyed it.
Mine was shit.
Really got into it. It wasn't your best. You
It
weren't
wasn't my
performing. It
best.
wasn't. I think maybe the pressure. But as an
Yeah, the
actor,
sight
you should be
reading.
so used to that.
Sight reading, I'm fucking awful at. That's why I talk instead of write and stuff. Even though,
But your writing's good too.
if I've got plenty of time to do it, I'm really good at creative writing. But if I was a journalist, I couldn't meet deadlines.
You're an actor. You've got shitloads of time.
You son of a bitch, you
Dylan.
motherfucker! How dare you?
I wonder what Spaldner's favourite movie sex scene is. Please write on the Facebook page and let us know. And then we'll get Ethan to reenact it.
And any other listeners, if send in some.
Oh, fuck the other listeners. They don't send us anything.
I know. It'd just be nice to get some kind of like Terminator questions or something resolved.
Do you know what?
Listeners,
From the woman hater, I would love it if a chick like got involved and was just like, yeah, guys.
I think the likelihood of a woman listening to this show is pretty slim. I think.
Why?
Well, it's starting to pick up now. We can see that in all the metrics and things, and I guess we're going to get hopefully fangirls and shit. It's just getting the word out there.
Just getting the word out.
I think in a month's time, when hopefully the film comes out, it might boost our sales slightly.
Boost.
And if we do the feature-length Terminator Genesis review, we're going to see the movie twice and then take notes the second time we see it on our phones or iPads or shit.
If Sarah put those moves on you, would you succumb to her cum?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's not bad.
No. It was a genuine question.
And, it's like low-hanging fruit, so why not?
I can't agree with this.
Speaking of low-hanging fruit, in the next scene, Kyle is grabbing her cassava.
Her low-hanging fruit.
Squeeze her tits, feel her buns, she wants it.
Lance.
A little Terminator should appear on one shoulder like in Animal House.
You homo.
It's John Connor on one side, going, "Don't do it, Kyle. If you lay one hand on my mother..."
Well, no, he'd be the one saying, squeeze her tits, fuck her brains out.
Oh, of course, because otherwise he cannot be. Good, well done, Ellie.
I know.
What a lovely way to end the show. That was episode 39.
Obviously, you're going to come back because we're waiting for the grand finale.
Oh, dude, we've been building
the
up to this
hot,
for,
steamy sex scene.
40 episodes. It's on 40 as well.
It would just be a lot of heavy breathing, mainly from Ethan, because there's
Also,
no squeaks when he breathes.
Our episodes are getting really long. you noticed that?
I know.
We're getting close to 30-minute marks all the time.
I know. It's because there's just so much to talk about.
Until the end, which is now.
This is the end. Ding, ding,
Hasta la
ding.
vista, my friend.
Baby.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold